Hello and good morning to all of the students. Standard 11A. In previous classes, we have seen what are sets, subsets, and what is empty set. That is the set having no element called empty set. Then we have seen subset with examples. Today we shall start operation on sets. But before this, you have to know some definitions which are compulsory. See, your first definition is union of sets or union of two sets. Let us consider A and B are two non-empty sets. Then its union means union of A and B as represented by A union B. This is symbol for union. Is a set means A union B is also a set whose elements are either in A or in set B or both. Let us clear with an example. Consider A is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. A is a set whose elements are 1, 2, 3, 4. And B is another set whose elements are 4, 5 and 6. Then A union B. So A union B is also a set whose elements are from A or in B or both. So first write the elements of A, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Then writes elements which is in both. That is obviously come because 4 is in the element which present in both sets. And then write the elements of B, that is 5 and 6. Always remember that no elements be repeated. No elements be repeated in a set. So A union B is simply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Next come to another definition, that is intersection of sets. Consider A and B are two non-empty sets. Then intersection of A and B as represented by reverse U, like this, reverse U. A intersection B is also a set whose elements are present in the both sets A and B, or you may say that whose elements are common elements of A and B. Let us see the example. Let A is a set whose elements are 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10, and B is another set whose elements are 4, 6, 12, 16. Now see their common element. Common element means which elements present in both sets. It is obvious that the element 4 as well as 6, these two element is present in A intersection B. So A intersection B means common elements of A and B, which is 4 and 6. So this is value of A intersection B. A union B is this one, means both elements of A and B, but you must be remember that elements can never be repeated. And A intersection B means the common element of A and B. So overall, in simplest form, we can say that if X belongs to A union B, means if X is a member of set A union B, then either X belongs to A or X belongs to B. X belongs to A union B means either X belongs to A or X belongs to B. And if X belongs to A intersection B, means if X is a member of A intersection B, means X belongs to B, A as well as X belongs to B, means X belongs to A and X belongs to B. See another definition of disjoint sets. It is better to understand the example first of disjoint set, then we define. See, consider the example of sets. Let set A is equals to A 1, 2, 3, 4 and B is equals to 5, 6, 7, 8. Look carefully. There is no common element of set A and B. So what should be its intersection? Its intersection is empty set. So A intersection B will be phi. Hence we can say from the two examples A and B, we can easily say that A intersection B is equal to phi. So if two sets A and B are such that A intersection B is equal to phi, then these sets are called disjoint sets. Disjoint means those sets who cannot be joined, means they are totally different, so they have no common element, so they are disjoint sets. So disjoint set A and B means A intersection B is equal to phi. In other way, if A intersection B is equal to phi, then it is disjoint set. But if A intersection B is not equals to phi, they are called intersecting sets. Means if two sets A and B are such that A intersection B is not equals to phi, means it is not empty set, it has at least one element, then they are called intersecting sets. Now see the definition of difference of two sets. Difference. Let A and B are two sets, then their difference means difference of A and B as represented by A minus B is a set. Remember this, A minus B is also a set whose elements are in A only, not in B. Symbolically we write, if X, we have just seen that A minus B is a set, so if X belongs to A minus B, means if X is a member of A minus B, means X belongs to A and X does not belongs to B. Or if X belongs to A and X does not belongs to B, means X belongs to A minus B. This symbol is read as implies and is implied by. Similarly, if X belongs to B minus A, implies and is implied by X belongs to B and X does not belongs to A. You can see with example better. Suppose A is equals to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and B has element 8, 10, 12. So A minus B means those elements of A which are not in B. 8 and 10 are also in B. So other than 8 and 10, this is value of 2, 4, 6. Similarly, B minus A means those elements of B which are not in A. So 12 is the only element which is not in A. 8 and 10 are in A. So this is simply 12 singleton set, and the set A minus B has 3 elements. So we can say easily that A minus B is not equals to B minus A, right? So students, see another definition. Complement of a set. Definition of complement. Let U be the universal set. You know, universal set of all elements of the universe. Last classes you have discussed about this. And A be any non-empty set. Since U is the universal set and A is any set, so each element of A must be in the element of U, because U contains all the elements. So A is subset of U. Now the complement of set A as represented by A complement or A dash. Some books represented by A dash C or some by A dash is defined as A complement or AC is equal to X belongs to U minus A. You know, U minus A is also a set. So if X belongs to U minus A, means X belongs to U and X does not belongs to A. Means those elements of U which are not in A is called complement of set A. So in other words, you can also write those elements of U which are not the elements of set A is called complement of that set. So we can say that if X belongs to A, means X does not belongs to A complement, or if X belongs to A complement, means X does not belongs to A. You can also see it by figure. Suppose this is universal set. Every set is subset of universal set. So let A is the any set. So elements outside A of the universal set is called complement of A, and it written as A complement. You can also understand that A union, if we take union of A and A complement, then that union will be elements of A as well as elements of the complement of A. Means overall union becomes the universal set. Similarly, A and A complement have no element in common. So A intersection A complement is an empty set, that is phi, and A union A complement is written as universal set. A union A complement is written as universal set. Now see the another definition, that is symmetric difference of two sets. Symmetric difference of two sets. Let A and B are two sets. So first construct A minus B, means those elements of A which are not in B, and B minus A means those elements of B which are not in A. So first construct A minus B and B minus A. Now take their union. So their union can be written as A minus B union B minus A. So this A minus B union B minus A is again a set. This is called symmetric difference of the sets A and B and is written by this symbol A delta B is equals to A minus B union B minus A. Better to understand with a suitable example. Suppose A is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and B is another set whose elements are 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So now first construct A minus B. A minus B means those elements of A which are not in B. So see 1, 2, 3, 4 are the only elements which are not in B. So A minus B is 1, 2, 3, 4 and B minus A means those elements of B which are not in A means 7, 8, 9. Now calculate symmetric difference means A delta B, that is A minus B union B minus A. Write down A minus B and B minus A. A minus B is 1, 2, 3, 4 and B minus A is 7, 8, 9. So their union means 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. So in this way we calculate the symmetric difference of two sets. Now students, we are in position after these examples, these definitions, we are in position to some theorem, to prove some theorem. So see the first theorem. Prove that the complement of A is the set A. The complement of set A is the set A for any set A. See how we prove this theorem. Let X be the see, this is a small alphabet, so it always represents elements. So let X be the element of complement of set A. See, X is a member of complement of A. We have just seen the definition of complement. So what? If X is a member of A, then it does not belong to its complement. And if X is a member of complement, then it does not belong to the set. So X belongs to complement of complement. It means X does not belong to A complement. And X does not belongs to A complement. See further definition. X belongs to A. So X is the member which belongs to complement of complement A, means X belongs to A. This is definition for subset. So on this basis we can say that complement of complement A is subset of A. Now see the other part, that is from RHS. Let X belongs to A. This is our RHS. So let X belongs to A. So if an element belongs to a set, then it does not belong to its complement. So X does not belongs to complement of A. X does not belongs to complement of A means X belongs to complement of complement A. That means X belongs to complement of complement A. So again from definition of subsets, X belongs to A, and we have arrived that X belongs to complement of complement A, means A is again subset of complement. Now see the definition of equality of two sets. What are definition? If A is subset of B and B is subset of A, then we say that A is equal to B. Similarly, complement of complement A is subset of A and A is subset of complement A. It means both sets are equal. So we write here, from equality of sets we say that complement of complement A is set A. So students, in the next class we will see how we prove some next theorems. Thank you.